Hey everyone, Joseph Onesta, type 2 mentor here. Not a doctor, not a research scientist, just a clinical hypnotist in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, who reversed his own diabetes and lost 100 pounds. And I've been helping clients to do that ever since. Anyway, so today, this is another installment in the cheat sheet series where we talk about things that we can do to gain control and lower our blood sugar. And this one is very, very simple. It's all about cooking your own food. Now, there's a very real reason why we want to cook. Now, I know it's inconvenient. I know it's so much easier to just go to the store or go to a restaurant, pick up something or have something delivered. I know. But convenience and processed foods are two of the biggest problems we have. If we eat only because something is convenient, if that's the criteria for putting it in our bodies, then we're going to get sick. All right. And, you and I were dealing with or have dealt with, I've dealt with it. You're probably still dealing with type 2 diabetes. And all of those extra ingredients in processed foods and restaurant foods, if you don't think they're processed, wake up and smell the coffee. Okay. Most restaurants, they have inventory that is shipped to them. A lot of really what you're eating in a restaurant comes frozen. I hate to say it, it comes in packages. And anyway, so I want to talk to you about cooking your own food, and it's not that hard. Yes, I've seen those terrible, terrible shows, the worst cooks in America or something like that. It's ridiculous. Really, anybody, anybody can learn to cook some things at least and eat healthier. So I want to share with you a picture that my one client shared with me, and I want to show it to you. And so here we are. We're going to just do this together. I want you to see this. This is a turkey breast, oven roasted, Foster Farms. I'm looking for the size. I can't see it here. Oh, no, it doesn't say. We can probably figure it out, but it doesn't really say how big it is, but I'm absolutely certain that it's not as big as we'd like it to be for the price paid. I've looked up the prices for this online, and honestly, this is about 20 bucks. And I don't know how much is in here, but I'll bet it's not as much as we'd like. So let's just look at the ingredients, right? We have turkey breast, turkey broth, which means, you know, the second ingredient is basically water that they've injected. Oh, they call it broth, but it's water. And then less than 2% each of salt, dextrose, potassium lactate, potassium acetate, sodium phosphate, carrageenan, and sodium diacetate. All right, what the hell are those ingredients? Like, we know that salt is salt and dextrose is sugar. They just don't like to use that word. And actually, it's not even really sugar. It's a chemical derivative of sugar that adds sweetness and makes it addictive for you to eat. But what the hell is potassium lactate or potassium acetate, sodium phosphate, carrageenan or carrageenan, depending on how you want to say it? I'm not even sure of the real way, but that's just an emulsifier. It's something that thickens things up. That means so the water probably won't leak out the minute you start heating it. And then sodium diacetate, no idea what those things are. And if I don't know what they are, I'll be damned if I'm putting them in my body. So I went to the grocery store and I bought almost a 5.5 pound whole turkey breast for about the same price. I cooked it myself, and there it is. And all I have to do is slice it. And there's meat for sandwiches if we're having sandwiches. There's dinner with gravy if I make my own gravy. This is dead simple stuff. And anybody, literally anybody could do this. Now, I'm going to say to you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, there are lots of people in the world who are showing you that how to cook. Ooh, sorry, that alarm. They're showing you how to cook a turkey breast. Go to YouTube and type in how to oven roast a turkey breast. You'll get lots of recipes, lots of people telling you lots of things. Pay attention to what they do, not necessarily the ingredients. All right. And like if they're telling you to put brown sugar, don't do that. All right. But you can learn to cook your own food. You really can. And so by learning some recipes, and I don't really follow recipes. Like when you look up those recipes for the turkey breast, they're going to tell you parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, right? They're going to tell you those 4 spices or something else like poultry seasoning or something. I'm an Italian American. On mine, I used a half a stick of butter. This is a 5.5 pound turkey breast. I used a half a stick of butter, a tablespoon of parsley, dried parsley. I used maybe a teaspoon of oregano crushed up, and maybe a teaspoon each of garlic salt, not garlic salt, but garlic, ground up garlic, and onion. So, and you just put that under the skin, you sort of coat the thing with it, and you put it in the oven for, a couple of hours at 5 pounds, quite frankly. Mine was in there for 2 hours and 15 minutes until it came out to temperature, and I was pleased with it. And it's delicious. You let it rest before you cut into it. Don't peel the skin off right away. Everybody wants to eat the skin. But and so it's simple. And there are so many simple things that we think are hard. And what did you say? You got 5.5 pounds of turkey, bone in, so maybe 4.5 pounds if we're generous about the bones. 4.5 pounds of turkey instead of 2 pounds. And it's, everything that's in there, and there's nothing acetate. What the hell is acetate? Like, my mother used to paint her nails and she would use acetone for removing it. I don't need to think about that. That's not an ingredient. That's not food. The turkey breast is food. Cook your own food and eat healthy. Get rid of that ultra processed garbage and start eating real whole food. Joseph Onesta, type 2 mentor here. Sorry I've kept you over the 5-minute limit, but I hope it was worth it. Bye. Oops.